while the IMF deals with short-term crises. The World Bank focuses on long-term development. It provides loans and grants for infrastructure, education, and health projects. Its main goal reduce poverty and promote established development such as founding revenue energy project in development countries. The World Trade Organization of WTO was formed in 1995, replacing the General Agreement of Tariffs and Trade of GETT. It regulates global trade, prevents unfair trading practice, and resolves trade disputes between countries by lowering trade barriers and encourage economic cooperation and goods. International Convention. International Court of Justice. The International Court of Justice, also called the World Court, is the justical branch of the UN located in the Hague, Netherlands. It settles legal disputes between states and gives advisory opinion on issue of international law. For example, its handle of maritime boundary disputes or assault its running or are sometimes challenged by power states.
Regional organization. Aside from global institutions, there are also regional organizations. The European Union promotes economic and political unity among European states. ASEAN fosters cooperation in Southeast Asia, focusing on trade and regional stability. The African Union seeks integration, peace, and development in Africa. These organizations address regional issues that global institutions may not fully resolve. Challenges in global governance. Despite their importance, these institutions face challenges. There is often a power imbalance with their countries dominating decision and making. Some states resist international cooperation to protect their sovereignty. Enforcement is also a problem since many institutions lack the power to implement their rulings. Finally, global crises such as a pandemic, climate change, and armed conflict continue to test effectiveness of this organization. Conclusion. Institutions are the pillars of international relations. They promote peace, stability, cooperation, and development among the nations. While they face challenges, strengthening this institution is crucial for solving a dual problem in the 21st century. After all, global problems need global solutions, and this institution make this possible. Thank you.
So today I will discuss the roles and functions of the United Nations to globalization, and also I will identify it. So first is promoting peace and security. The UN prevents wars and settles conflicts so that globalization can occur in a stable environment. Example, UN peacekeepers in South Sudan help maintain peace so trade and development can continue. Second, addressing development poverty. Through programs like the UNDP or United Nations Development Program, the UN reduces poverty and promotes education, job, and infrastructure. For example, microfinancing projects in Africa help small businesses join the global economy. Third is protecting human rights. The UN upholds dignity and equality through the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So, for example, it investigates violations such as child labor and discrimination. Fostering international cooperation. The UN acts as a global meeting place for nations to solve issues like trade, climate, and migration. For example, the Paris Climate Agreement on 2015 was negotiated under the UN. Fifth, providing humanitarian aid. Agencies like WFP or World Food Program give food and relief to countries affected by war, disasters, or famine. Example, the WFP assisted millions during the Syrian refugee crisis. 6. Promoting fair economy and taxation. The UN encourages fair trade practices and works against tax evasion that harms global development. So, for example, the UN supports developing countries in negotiating better trade deals. 7. Protecting the environment. Through the UN Environment Program, it promotes sustainability and fights climate change. Like global campaigns against plastic pollution are led by the UN. 8. Preserving culture and knowledge. Take World Heritage sites and promote education and scientific change. Yeah, so for example, UNESCO preserves historic sites like the Pyramids of Giza. 9. Promoting health. The World Health Organization or WHO, a UN body, coordinates global health responses. Example, so led to the COVAX program for vaccine distribution during COVID-19. 10. Setting labor standards. The International Labor Organization or ILO, part of the UN, ensures fair wage, safe working conditions, and the abolition of forced labor. For example, the ILO campaigns against child labor and supply chains. 11. Combating transnational crime. The UN tackles crimes that cross borders such as drug trafficking, terrorism, and cybercrime. For example, the UN Office on Drugs and Crime or UNODC supports countries in fighting human trafficking. Lastly, supporting good governance. The UN promotes democracy, justice, and anti-corruption measures so globalization benefits all fairly. For example, it helps countries establish transparent election systems.
So the United Nations play a vital role in globalization by maintaining peace, fighting poverty, protecting rights, promoting cooperation, and solving global challenges. Its agents make the globalization is not just a trade technology, but also about justice, fairness, and shared human progress. So today, I explain the relevance of state amid globalization. So the state is just like a home of a country. It makes rules protecting people and help them live safely, even though globalization connects the world through trade, technology, and culture. The state is still very important. It decides how the country will deal the other countries, manage its sources, and take care of its people. Globalization can make the world feel very fast and big, but people still need states to provide hospitals, schools, and security and fairness. Without the states, there would no clear rules, and it would be harder for people to feel safe or get help when they need it. In short, globalization brings the world closer together, but the states keep life organized and protect people in their own country.